All right, everyone. Welcome to the season finale. It's been a good season. I believe we got 21, 22 cars in here. I do have two EOLs, Trenton and Colin from the last race. It's championship night. The top three are within 10 points.
My apologies for the microphone issues. Just kicking in now. Dustin German continuing to lead over Richard Swavely and James Rotruck in third. Steve Baker fourth. Eric Stamp is your top five. Most of the action, as we've been seeing back here, is, well, it's back a little further back in the pack here right now. Zane Bailey and Chris Spencer side by side battling for what is the 10th spot, and Chris Spencer currently having that. Here comes Schley trying to make a move on Bailey as well. He's going to look on the low side. Bailey keeping a good amount of momentum on the high side. They're still side by side coming up off turn number 2. Door to door. Down the back stretch. Bailey's got the nose out ahead. He's going to arc that corner and keep some momentum up. Schley not able to complete the pass quite yet. He's still got the advantage over Bailey as they head down into turn number 1. And Schley's going to send it in there, slide it up in front of Bailey, and he has got that spot. Here comes Kyle Hardy trying to make a pass under Bailey as well. Up off of turn number 4. Hardy's going to slam the door on Bailey. The Xfinity Series finale for the IAA. Whoa. Just had a bit of a battle here. Road truck up by the wall. Baker making a move down on the low side. And they make it just a bit of contact coming out of the corner. Steve Baker now closing in on Richard Swavely in second place. Jump, as I had mentioned before, we've seen him come through the field many times in many races before. He's got the most wins this season. And let's go back down to the points. Trenton Jump is in first. Dustin German second. Christopher Spencer is third. The top 3 drivers separated only by 10 points right now. Trenton Jump, again, currently leading, and Dustin German is 8 points behind him, and only 2 points behind German is Chris Spencer. All going for the championship here tonight. Only 10 points separating those top 3. Dustin German just having a good race out here. He's got a 2-second lead on the rest of the field. Just keeping it clean, turning laps. That's all he needs to do all night, as Steve Baker is making his way by Richard Swavely. Swavely running that high line. Baker has got Swavely cleared. Steve Baker is now up into the second position. Logan Brakey making up through the field, currently sitting in 6th right now. Spencer now getting by Brashears. Brashears possibly just saving his equipment. And here comes Kyle Hardy. He's trying to make his way into the top 10, as Randy is the final car in that top 10 group. Hardy down on the low side, and Gilmore way down by the paint. Already continuing to work on Bashir's 410. Oh, and Schley and Beach get together. We got the first caution of the night. Schley with heavy damage on the front of that car. And, oh, Beach's car is wrecked as well. Looks like he's not even going to drive back around. He's just going to tow. Let's see what happened here. I mean, we did see, but what would have caused that? Weird. He just kind of jerked over the right. Maybe some kind of net code. Him hitting the wall or something. We'll have to go on board with him. And a couple of hard hits there. So something happens to Schley and Brian Beach, innocent victim right next to him. Let's go on board with Schley. I'm not sure why he just had that little jerk of the wheel. Schley, heavy damage on that car. Brian Beach, that car is destroyed. So back live, pit stops are happening right now. Everyone is on pit road. Every single car in the field. So for now, Dalton Schley, who went into the, I believe he got close pit. So even though he's the first one out, he's probably going to have a tail end penalty for entering the closed pit. Colin Bester, maybe he stayed out. Let's see how that pans out. We can't see quite yet if he pitted. I don't think he did. There he goes. So maybe he wanted to stay out to get a point. I'm really not sure. He was not a lap down. But anyways, Dustin German gets that car back out in first position. Steve Baker, Richard Swavely, your top three. Eric Stamp and James Rotruck are your top five. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Great restart by Dustin German. He's going to sling that thing up on the high side and rip the low end on the corner. Side by side, fighting for second place, Steve Baker and Richard Swavely. Baker's going to get that spot. Here comes Eric Stamp trying to get by Swavely. Baker has second place. Stamp still fighting on the outside. Swavely's not going to give it up quite yet. Side by side up off of turn number 2. Stamp and Swavely. Here comes Stamp. He's got the pass. He's made that move and he's clear. Road Truck now underneath Swavely. And Road Truck has got that pass cleared on Swavely. He's going to slam the door as they go down the back stretch. Here comes Trenton Jump now under Swavely. Swavely just falling back hard. Looks like Brakey's about to go by as well, but here comes Trenton Jump. Made his way up into the top 5 and all over the back bumper of Road Truck. I don't think Road Truck's even going to put up much of a fight for him. As I say that, it looked like Road Truck was trying to close the door, but he just wasn't able to. Now Jump on the high side, trying to get that momentum line. Oh, gets a little loose. So he loses that ground on Road Truck. Here comes Brakey trying to make his pass on him. These two teammates right here, so we know that Brakey's probably not gonna do anything to hurt his teammate when his teammate is going for a championship with just an 8-point lead. Steve Baker has got a mirror full of Eric Stamp heading down the backstretch. Oh, Road Truck and Jump both jump down out of line. Jump has gotten by Road Truck now for 4th place. A little further back, Gilmore and Bester side by side battling for, that's 9th place. Hardy getting into this battle. Here's Bester, Spencer, Gilmore. Hardy kind of poking his nose into that battle. This is all at the tail end of the top 10. They file back into line. Gilmore and Spencer are going to run the low line. Bester takes a slightly higher entrance, but hits the low line through the middle. Dustin German once again is just about checked out. Almost a second lead over Steve Baker, Eric Stamp, and Trenton Jump. That's the top 4. Those three about to go to battle for that second place as Trenton Jump is tracking down Eric Stamp. Hardy right on the back bumper of Gilmore. Oh, Bailey looks like he got a little loose off the corner. And Duggar giving a bump to the back of Freeman. Sending it down into turn number 3 side by side with Bailey. Looks like Freeman is just about got that spot. I speak too soon as Bailey is able to keep some momentum on the low side, but now he's got him cleared. But Freeman has secured 12th position. Trenton Jumps looking at the back bumper of Eric Stamp, trying to catch up to him, get himself up into that podium spot. Randy is falling back to 16th. I'm going to say he must just be conserving his equipment. Brian Beach currently running 2 laps down. Spencer inside the top 10. Those 3 cars going for the championship here tonight. Oh, and Freeman's in the wall. Freeman gets into the wall coming off of turn 4. Excuse me, into turn 3. Duggar looking on the low side of Freeman. And Coggins right behind him. Hardy back-to-back champions. Still searching for his first win of the season. Sitting there in 4th place in the points. Just 17 points back from first. Just sitting on the outside looking in just about. Still one more chance to get that win this season here tonight at Homestead. And Freeman in the wall again. Freeman all of a sudden having a bit of issue. See Trenton Jump making his move on Eric Stamp to get himself up into the 3rd position. Coming across the line, they're still side by side now down into turn number 1. And Jump has got Stamp cleared. I believe that Eric Stamp is possibly one of those teammates with Trenton Jump and Logan Brakey. Dustin German continuing to dominate with a 9/10 lead over Steve Baker. Trenton Jump going to run that high line with Row Truck. Stamp slides up the track. Row Truck going to try and cross over his momentum on the low side and down into the corner. Hardy and Bester. Hardy has put himself inside the top 10. Duggar trying to make his way past Gilmore. Bester and Duggar just about banging doors going through the corner. Now they're 3 wide with Coggin. Coggin down low. Bester in the middle. They're going to continue 3 wide down into 1. And Duggar has surged ahead on the high side, carrying that momentum through. And down the backstretch. Duggar getting the position over Coggin, put himself inside the top 10. Swavely and Brakey about to go to battle here. Well, Brakey just taking that position from Swavely. Coggin down low of Duggar. So Brashear's trying to make a move on Bester. Down to 3. Oh, bit of contact. Brashear's has got Bester cleared up off of 4. Kevin Roy down low of Freeman. Past Freeman now under Bester. Hardy slowly reeling in Spencer. Oh, and Spencer is into the wall. It's going to cost him a little bit of time, letting Hardy get even closer. Swavely trying to work on Brakey. And right behind them, Hardy's got his. He tried to make the move on Spencer, looking low down into turn number 1. Wasn't able to make that pass happen. Now Spencer is putting the pressure on Swavely. Hardy all over the back bumper of Spencer. Now Spencer and Swavely side by side, right in front of Hardy. Off of turn number 2. Right back on Spencer. Hardy painting the line down low, gonna slide back up behind Spencer. Spencer's gonna dip down low, he's gotta run on Swavely. Hardy right there, really putting the pressure on Spencer in every corner. These three still battling for the 7th spot. Hardy sends it down low. Is this going to be enough to make that move on Spencer? Spencer's up high, so it's Swavely, but Spencer's looking down a little bit low, and Hardy's going to slam the door. Gets loose off the corner. Hardy gets loose off the corner, brings it down to the apron, keeps it going, but that is going to cost him some time. That's going to cost him almost a full second. Great battle that we had there. Now back with Swavely, Spencer, and Brakey. Spencer in the wall. Swavely is all over the back bumper of Brakey. Still side by side, they go into turn number 1. Swavely's going to surge ahead with the advantage. Brakey's on that high side, but he's falling back too much. I don't know that he's going to have enough momentum. Swavely's going to slam the door. Brakey has a run. He's going to try and cross him over. Looks low. He's to his quarter. Now down on the low side. Brakey might just be able to pull off the crossover. Not able to complete that pass. Swavely still with the advantage now on the high side going down into turn number 1. And Swavely sends it in on the high side. Spencer right behind him. Hardy is caught back up to this group. Oh, Brakey almost makes contact with Swavely. Hardy sends that car right in there. He's side by side with Spencer. Spencer's trying to push that 3 wide with Brakey and Swavely. Are they going to go full wide? They were almost about to go full wide there for a minute. Side by side, Hardy and Spencer. Now Hardy getting past Brakey. He's got the advantage, his nose out. Hardy going to get a 2-for-1 deal right there. He does. Hardy up into 7th. Makes that pass by Brakey and Spencer. Now he's going to have to try and make a move past Swavely, but Swavely is opening up the gap just a tad. Swavely running that high line for the majority of the night, doing a great job up there. Hardy, being a dirt track racer, really knows how to set up kind of a slide job. It's not exactly that on pavement, but the move is kind of the same. He really likes to dive in on the low side and really send it in there. Trenton jump. Looks like he's just about run out of steam and just kind of settled into 3rd place. About 3.5 seconds off of Dustin German. With that 8-point difference, I'm not sure that winning would give German the championship if Jump was to finish right there up front. Kyle Hardy has made his way past Richard Swavely. Road Truck holding down the 5th place spot.
I'm Jason Turner. I own Turner's Alignment and Tire. Been in business for 20 years now. I'm an alignment shop brat. My dad owned this place when I was born. I've been here my whole life. So it's the only thing I've ever done. Do alignments, brakes, tires, shock struts, do all undercarriage work. We really specialize in just the drivability. We just do things a little bit different than most places. My first ever boss told me, when you're really good at something, be the best at it. Don't be really good at a lot of things, be the best at one thing. And we chose to do this, the one thing I'm good at, and decided to keep getting better at it. People should choose us because we have fair, competitive pricing. We use the newest, latest equipment out on the market. We have the highest quality staff, and we get the job done fast.
Welcome back to Homestead Speedway for the IAA Xfinity Series season finale. Dustin German still leading over Steve Baker, but Baker is closing in. He's got that gap down to 3/10. Trenton jump over 4 seconds back. Kevin Roy and Richard Swavely side by side. Swavely on the high side. Roy's going to make that move on the low side, and he's going to complete the pass. And Randy Brashear's possibly looking to get his way back up to the front. Road truck comes down pit road. Swavely and Coggin going to follow them. We are past the halfway point, so this could be, well, I mean, it's going to be a one and done stop if given that this stays green. So let's see how shortly behind them the rest of the field is going to end up coming down pit road. Duggar, Brashears, Emos. Here come the leaders, German and Baker. Oh, jump locks it up, gets a little sideways. Here comes Hardy, Spencer, Roy. Eric Stamp is going to take the lead. Logan Brakey in second. Oh, and Baker beats German off of pit road. German is going to have to try and close in that gap on Steve Baker, because when they file back around, that's going to leave him in second. So Eric Stamp on pit road. And Logan Brakey, I believe, should be the last one needing to pit. Now the green flag stops have sorted out. Steve Baker is going to be your leader. Stamp right on the back bumper of Hardy. The German trying to close that gap on Baker. Look like he is slowly picking away at it. German is in fact reeling in Steve Baker. Riding on board with German right here. Oh, he's a little loose off the corner. Trenton jump on fresh equipment, starting to chip away on the back bumper of German as well. Quite a long green flag run we've had here since somewhere around just after lap 20-ish. So that first caution came out on lap number 19. We've been running green since then. Here we are on lap number 73 of 105. Steve Baker currently leading over Dustin German, Trenton Jump, James Roadtruck, and Eric Stamp. That's the top five, as Eric Stamp and Roadtruck are side by side down on the apron. Stamp makes the move. He's got Roadtruck cleared. Roadtruck doesn't look like he's putting up much of a fight. Eric Stamp has moved up to 4th place. Oh, Swavely in the wall. That's going to let Hardy get up to him. They're side by side going into one. Hardy's going to send that car deep on the low side. Swavely's got a great arc and momentum coming out of that corner. Oh, almost contact, but Swavely ends up in the wall. Coggin is trying to make a move on Swavely. Trying to reel him in. Coggin and Swavely are still side by side. Now Coggin's going to fall in behind Swavely. German still stuck about 6/10 behind Baker. Just kind of stuck in plateaued out right there, kind of. Trenton jump, I don't think he's pushing. I think he's conserving. Some fresh equipment, we would expect him to really just blast up to those guys. However, still quite a few laps left here. And he's going to need that equipment, so he doesn't want to burn it up. And again, staying right there in third. That could still give him the championship. Hardy trying to get that spot back from Swavey. Swavey stole it away. Kyle's going to send that car down on the low side. And we're just going to have that spot over Kyle. We have gotten down to the 25 laps to go. Swavely a little loose off the corner. Kyle Hardy and Richard Swavely still side by side battling for 6th place. Oh, Swavely loose. He recovers it, but he's going to give up that spot to Hardy and Coggin. Swavely back into 8th now. And look who's back up into the top 10. Randy Brashear is sitting there in 9th right now. Most of the field has now really just spread up. Baker keeping German at a 6/10 distance. Bester is off the lead lap there, so that's not a battle for position. Chris Spencer and Kevin Roy Steve Baker continuing to lead. Looks like Dustin German has just fallen off a bit. And now over 1 second behind. Got 19 laps to go here at Homestead. Watching the IAA Xfinity Series season finale on the 15 Studios YouTube channel. Swavely, Coggin, Bashir's all about to go to battle here for 7th. Coggin on the low side of Swavely, Bashir's right behind them in the mirror. Swavely's going to have that spot on the high side, and Bashir's going to slide past Coggin. Coggin was trying to close the door, and Randy says, nope, not going to happen. Makes his way on the high side. He's got a high entry. Looks like he maybe want to go low. Oh, and Swavely's into the wall. Swavely is hard into the wall. That cost him a lot of speed right there. Swavely down to 13th after hitting the wall right there. Brian Beach in that 18 is not on the lead lap, so it's not going to be a spot if he gets by Swavely. Randy there in 7th. Swavely going to bring that car down pit road. Where Swavely's pitting, or if he's calling it a night. Baker stretching that lead out over 1.5 seconds now over Dustin German. Trenton Jump just sitting back there, out for his Sunday cruise in 3rd place. Almost 4 seconds off the leader. Swavely is back out on track. He's 1 lap down now. Steve Baker took the lead on a green flag pit stop and hasn't looked back. Really, Dustin led the first half and Steve Baker is leading the second half. Chris Spencer holding on to 10th at the moment. Duggar right in front of him in 9th. Roy's behind him. Hardy on the back bumper row truck. Hardy sends that car down low. Row truck up into the wall. And that cost him big time. Hardy is now into the top 5. just 10 laps to go. Steve Baker is almost 2 seconds over Dustin German in second place. Spencer and Coggin side by side heading down into turn number 1. Coggin trying to take ninth from Spencer. And looks like Spencer's going to take that spot. Coggin going to drop back to 10th. Chris Spencer up there in 9th. Whoa, Spencer sends it up towards the wall, a little bit loose. Spencer on the high side of Bester. Bester just kind of straight up into the wall. Wonder if he's got some steerage damage. That's kind of weird. He just went straight out of the corner. Baker with 8 laps to go has just checked out. Over a 2-second lead. German currently running second on track and second in points. Trenton Jump is third on track and first in points. This one may come right down to it. With an 8-point gap, I don't think that just one spot ahead of Jump will be enough for German to take that championship from him. Like Bester got damage on the right side. He's down on pit road, pulling off a pit road now, actually. Steve Baker going to come across the line with just 5 laps to go here at Homestead. Road truck running that car right up against the wall. He's another one of these drivers that likes to run up against the fence. Hardy trying to close in on Eric Stamp and make himself another position up to 4th. There's 4 laps to go. Not sure if there's going to be enough time. And here comes Swavely all over Hardy. Not for position as Swavely is off of the lead lap. Three to go. Spencer a little loose off the corner. Looks like he just got the wall. Spencer in 9th, just trying to hold on to a top 10 as we've got 2 laps to go. One more time around for Steve Baker. One more lap in the 2024 Xfinity season summer series. One more time around for Steve Baker. Dustin German whittling that back down, but with only one lap to go. Down the front stretch for the checkered flag is Steve Baker. Dustin German brings it home in second. Trenton Jump is third. Baker puts that car in victory lane tonight. We're going to have to wait for admins to have their final result of who is the champion after points have sorted out. In the meantime, go through your final results. Maybe. There we go. Steve Baker bringing it home in first place. Dustin German second. Trenton Jump is third. Kyle Hardy brings it up to fourth place. Eric Stamp fifth. James Roadtruck is sixth. Randy Bridges brings it home in seventh. Alan Duggar eighth. Kevin Roy ninth. Chris Spencer is 10th. Dustin Coggin 11th. 12th goes to Logan Brakey. Zane Bailey is 13th. Dalton Schley 14th. 15th is Jeff Gilmore. Richard Swavely is in 16th. Brian Beach 17th. Colin Bester 18th. Jimmy Umos ends up in 19th. Sean Freeman 20th, and 21st is Joshua Stott. So that's going to be your final results for the season finale here at Homestead for the IAA Xfinity Series. We're going to take a quick break, talk to our admins, find out who our champion is, and then we'll be right back.
I'm Jason Turner. I own Turner's Alignment and Tire. Been in business for 20 years now. I'm an alignment shop brat. My dad owned this place when I was born. I've been here my whole life. So it's the only thing I've ever done. Do alignments, brakes, tires, shock struts, do all undercarriage work. We really specialize in just the drivability. We just do things a little bit different than most places. My first ever boss told me, when you're really good at something, be the best at it. Don't be really good at a lot of things, be the best at one thing. And we chose to do this, the one thing I'm good at, and decided to keep getting better at it. People should choose us because we have fair, competitive pricing. We use the newest, latest equipment out on the market. We have the highest quality staff, and we get the job done fast.
Welcome back to Homestead, Miami for IAA season finale post-race. We have talked to the admins, and the champion is Trenton Jump. He has just gotten word and is burning it down now. While he is burning it down, let's go ahead and talk to Dustin German. Dustin bringing it home in second place tonight. You had such a dominant opening to that race, and pit road just didn't work out for you. What more do you think you might needed to get past Steve to get back that lead?
Yeah, he just beat me off pit road. I couldn't get going when they dropped the jack. Just kept spinning. And that was it, man. It was whoever was going to be in front, I think, was going to be the winner. You couldn't really, you can get so close to them, but you really couldn't do anything with them once you got to their dirty air.
Well, nevertheless, you ended up in second for the night and second in points for the overall season. So congratulations on both of those accomplishments.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Who do you want to thank for helping you get this far into the season and finish it out like this?
I just want to thank you guys for broadcasting, IAA for putting on the season. It's been a long one. It's been a fun one. And how we wanted it to turn out, but we gave it up our all here at the end. I tried to do everything I could to wrap it up. Just came up, one spot short. Probably made all the difference. But thank my team, Smoke Show Racing, and SRTV on the hood.
Well, it's been great watching you throughout the season, keeping this points battle exciting right down to the wire. So again, congratulations on the second place overall for the standings in the season. Let's go ahead and celebrate that one, Dustin.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll bring in our race winner first. Steve Baker putting it in victory lane here tonight. Steve, tell us about your night and that move to, the winning move, really.
Yeah, it was. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was pretty much just all on pit road there. I was having trouble getting to Dustin on the track, and I think we just ended up a little bit better on pit road and got out front and clean air, and that for sure helped.
Well, once you got that lead, you were just dominant, and he just could not really get up to you. So another win on the board for you this season, wrapping it up in style, putting it there in victory lane. So congratulations. Who do you want to thank?
Yeah, thanks to the admins that put the series on. Thanks for you for the broadcast all season. Thanks to my teammates, and thanks to everybody who came out to run. It was a fun one.
Well said, and congratulations on that win, Steve. Go and celebrate that one.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's bring in our champion, Trenton Jump. Trenton, congratulations. You have been crowned the champion for the season. And not only that, taking home a podium finish on top of it for the night. Trenton, tell us about your night and the overall season.
Yeah, first off, I just want to thank the admins of this league for letting me come and race. I had a lot of fun this season. I'm kind of sad that they're moving away from the Xfinity cars. It was a ton of fun for me to come in here and learn how to drive these cars. I've never raced them in a competitive environment. I've done a few official races, nothing special, but it was fun to learn these cars and somehow be so good with them. So yeah, just want to thank them first off. But yeah, tonight was good. Just came in and did what we needed to do and have a solid and quiet night. And, definitely happy with third.
All right, well, having 6 wins this season, it's no wonder why you're the champion, but came right down to it. You guys kept it exciting all the way to the wire. Only 4 points separating you when it comes down to it between you and Dustin. So congratulations, and thanks for giving us a show throughout the season. Of course, you guys, once again, keeping it interesting. Congratulations on the championship. Who do you want to thank for helping you get this far?
Yeah, again, just want to thank the admins of this league. Had a ton of fun. I want to thank you guys at 15 Studios for broadcasting these races. It's always cool to go back and watch the races where you did good or had some cool moments. Obviously, want to thank everybody I raced for that championship. Dustin, Kyle, Chris Spencer, Road Truck was up there for a lot of it. So yeah, just want to thank those guys. They raced me clean, raced me hard. Want to thank my teammates at Armadillo Motorsports, Eric Stamp, and Logan Brakey. They mean a lot more to me than they know. They help me out whether they know it or not. And want to thank the guy that paints this car that get the honor to drive every week, Justin at Justin Teal Designs.
All right, well, once again, congratulations on being champion of the season number 3 in the IAA Xfinity Series. Congratulations, Trenton. Go celebrate that well-deserved championship.
Absolutely, thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at 15 Studios. It's going to wrap it up for the season. These guys are going to be taking some time off, and I believe they'll be coming back with a different car, but we will see where they end up. So we want to thank you for joining us all season long, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when they do come back. The IAA series, whatever it will be, not Xfinity as far as I know. But again, these guys coming back with different cars, so make sure you subscribe. You don't want to miss any of that racing action next season. I want to thank you for joining us and all season and here tonight, and we will see you next season. That's a wrap on the season.